Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am your host, Eric Brumett. Welcome to the Mythic Life Podcast. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And to dive into today's topic, we are going to be exploring adrenal burnout, facing that fatigue and exhaustion, low vitality and energy. And this is something that is really dear to my heart because I've worked with so many people. I've faced it myself on so many levels. This can happen in so many areas of life, from the healers and people of service in the world to teachers to parenthood. Oh my God, parents, and of course, caretakers. Through the almost 25 years of practicing theta healing and working with people in one-on-one sessions and teaching classes around the world, I've worked with many of these people and been a support to them and got to really hear their stories. And today I wanted to share some insights with you if you are facing this, or if you are a healer and are working with people that are facing adrenal burnout and exhaustion. It really starts with, I remember a client mine coming in, and those early days of my practice there in New York City, where people are facing the grind. They're trying to be of service. They're working so hard to support other people, and they're operating from this mindset that is totally tapped into their spirit, their higher self, their spiritual energy, that sometimes doesn't have really a concept of time. They just go and go and go, and there's no stop, and there's never a need to like rest, and everything's so much more important. And they don't have that balanced lifestyle. And this is one of the biggest keys to these lines of purpose. The healers of the world, the teachers of the world, the parents. There's no rest, right? There's this fatigue, and it can be genetic. It can come from our ancestors, that they had to work so hard to survive, to take care of life. Everything was on them. And we're not in that era anymore, but it's so ingrained into our subconscious beliefs. As I worked with these people and did healing work with them, it was amazing what really started to come up as a pattern. And I saw it over and over and over again. Um, Having an open heart and being like, there's so much work that's needed. There's so many people that need the time and energy more than me. And sometimes we forget about ourselves when we are empathic, when we have an open, caring heart, that we forget to give back to ourselves. And what I mean by give back to ourselves is they're giving to their purpose, they're giving to their spiritual growth and adventure of life, but they're not giving back to their body. They're not recognizing the needs of being in a human experience. You see, this body is such a intricate design of balance and harmony that needs to be given back to. Our body needs nourishment, it needs downtime and rest, it needs physical activity and movement. It can't just be locked into session and session and session and create and create and create and take care of and support and support and support. It's not designed to be all in one place. It needs balance. This is one of the biggest keys to safeguarding yourself from adrenal burnout, but also bringing yourself out of it. I hear this place of, I'll rest when I die. Oh, I can just keep pushing on. I have it in me to do. And maybe they do, but for how long? At what point do we have to give back to ourselves that we can actually build ourselves up to have the strength and vitality to be of service, to be giving more, right? So this really is about working with the subconscious beliefs. And working on reprogramming these things. There's these genetic components of our ancestors. Okay, that's number one. Number two, a lot of these people, I hear these stories of how hard life was growing up, that really in their survival minds, in their deeper history, they faced a lot of hardship. They faced not feeling safe, not feeling secure in themselves, and that they didn't receive those deep needs of building their esteem. You see, when we carry our sense of worth and when we feel safe, we don't forget about ourselves in relationships. We tend to and care about our children. We discover and care about our purpose and our work, but we also give back to ourselves. We have those things that are enjoyable fun, that are movement, the hikes, the walks, the riding of the bike, the going to the gym, the doing the yoga class, right? Like in routine and rapport. We also then start to have in our life, out of this worth and esteem, interests that we really enjoy of feeding our body and taking care of ourselves, and with the right nourishment. We crave the right foods when we have this esteem. And when you feed your body the right nourishment, the right nutrients, and you move your body, and then you also know when to say no. This is a big one. This is a big download for the adrenals, is, it's talked about so much with that solar plexus chakra, boundaries, right? Not taking negative attitude from people, not having to subject yourself to people's meanness or neediness, and being able to go, oh, I hear you want that, and it's a no for right now, and that is okay. Okay, so we have working on those genetic beliefs of having to do and do and do and give and give and give and take care of everything ourselves, and it's all on us. Nobody else can do a thing. We're going to do it all ourselves, right? That's the genetic component. Then there's the subconscious beliefs around esteem and worth. Okay, that's number two that we work on. Now, as we build up those esteems, we touch in on what those balances are in their life, what they need with their exercise, with their rest, with their diet, right? Is there certain nourishment that is needed? And there can be some helpful supplements. There's so many incredible things out there. If you want to know deeper about nourishment and nutrients, I have only studied and learned through self-education and working with some herbalists, and really being attuned to my clients and learning from what has and hasn't worked for my clients. I'm not certified as a nutritionist or herbalist or any official certifications. So, it's just from my experience. So if you want to really study what is good for the adrenals, there's a lot of information out there. Taking supplements is not going to fix it, though. It does come back to what you're putting in your body, what you're feeding, what your movement is, and what your esteem is. If you're not feeling safe and your esteem is low, you're going to overgive, and you're going to be out of balance with your empathic intuition. These are big keys that will transform your vitality. And when you have those boundaries, when you can say no, you know what that creates? That creates space and time to rest, to sit, to relax, to close your eyes, to reprieve and retreat into meditation, to have a good bedtime and a decent night's sleep, and actually be able to rest and not have anxiety dreams all night and waking up in the middle of the night. If you're not sleeping and you're not resting and you're not moving your body, you're going to face adrenal burnout. So with these people, what I have seen incredible healings with is we work on beliefs. We do readings on the body of what the body is needing. We find that balance and rhythm, and we do these incredible downloads. And sometimes there is some deep needed healing work. Sometimes our spirit can feel a little broken. We could be depleted spiritually. We could be disconnected spiritually with our own sense of spirit, soul, or creator. And when we reconnect there, we start to receive that vitality and we start to receive that nourishment. And in Theta Healing, we have these incredible healing exercises to call our spiritual energy back from those tragic moments and those traumas, from those places of scarcity in our past and not feeling safe. We call the soul fragments back. We mend and do healings on the soul level. We regenerate the body with energetic healing work. And these are what rebuild the person at the root, at the base, and build that vitality up. We do some meditation work. So it's incredible what can transform within these sessions. And it has been so beautiful to watch people go from not sleeping well, having stress dreams, pushing through exhaustion, which only depletes you further, to places of having real balanced life, having rest, having enjoyment, rejuvenating, and having healthy relationships with their food, and being able to find balance in their work and relationships to not have to overgive. We don't have to heal the world in an hour. We do not have to do everything for our relationship in order to feel secure in it. We can enjoy being with the person. We can enjoy our kids and feel relaxed and playful with them. It's possible to not have to do everything for them. And this is the adrenals. So I hope you get some big takeaways from this. Remember, genetic beliefs, esteem and worth, downloads around nurturing, boundaries and saying no, energetic healing work for your spirit and for these places of not feeling safe, so that we can feel whole, complete, and content and start to grow joy and balance in our lifestyle, so that we can get back to ourselves. So thank you for joining me today, everyone, on really exploring this place of adrenal burnout and rebuilding that vitality. It is so important for that larger journey of our life, because our life is such a gift and we are on a mythic life. We are mythic life, free thinkers, deep feelers, courageous trailblazers. We own our myth with our vibes, how we think, feel, and act. We believe that love is a given, not something earned, that spiritual is sexy, kindness is cool, and the earth is sacred, that everybody has superpowers, and life is too boring without magic. We walk our talk, and when life gets real, we heal. We choose our path and make it epic. Thank you for joining me today, everyone.